By what age do you wish to be married? Boom, shoot.
20,
you a lesbian, who cares?
20.
All right, what about you?
It doesn't matter.
All right, my bad.
Knowing what I know now, much earlier.
Much
obviously.
earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, you're 33. Your eggs are fried. All right, what about you? What age do you want to be married by?
At least 30.
30? Okay. You're how old now?
27.
Do you think you have more value now at 27 or 30 years old to get a man?
30. Shit, 30.
So let me rephrase that because you got triggered by the question. Do you think you are more attractive to a man right now or when you're 30?
I mean, I could do things that I think would boost my attractiveness.
Such as?
Botox?
No.
BBL?
No. Go to the gym.
There you go.
Okay, but what if you went to the gym now at 27 versus 30? All things equal, would you be more attractive now or at 30?
I guess no.
Okay, so why wouldn't you try to find a guy now when you have more
I don't have a problem with that, but I'm not going to go out and just like talk to everybody.
Well, didn't you approach a guy 5 years ago? I think you could do it again.
Yeah, easy.
Of course, but again, you know, you got to think about your mental state and your energy as well. I can't just be talking to anybody and have them drain me.
So now you see what it's like to be a guy and approach a bunch of girls to get laid.
Well, I'm not just trying to get laid.
Well, you want a relationship, which takes even more work.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're 20, so you're not actively looking or trying to find a man?
Right now, I'm trying to heal.
Heal?
Yeah.
You ain't got time to heal, bro. You 27.
Emotional damage.
So what? You gonna come out of this healing at 30 years old and think you're a better woman? Or
right,
guys
I'm
gotta be
ready.
more attractive?
Show hair tattoos.
Look, I also think about the other person too. I'm not just gonna jump into a new relationship.
If you thought about the other person, then what if I told you men universally prefer younger women?
That's fine, but mentally, like, you want peace. I want peace. I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna destroy your peace and then you destroy my peace.
So you're just a rambunctious woman? Because you're saying, because you're quite literally saying right now, what I interpret is, I don't want to get into a relationship right now because I'm going to destroy the man's peace. I'm not in a healed position yet. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
How long is the healing process?
Till I feel okay.
Yeah, till I feel like it. There you go.
Yeah. All right. All right.
What about you?
You're going to lose out to a 21-year-old.
Yeah, you
what
will.
about you?
What's the question again?
He wasn't.
When do you want to be married by? Well, you've already been married.
Yeah.
Or when do you want to be remarried by, I guess?
Do you ever want to get married again?
Yeah, I would do it again. I would, because I do believe in
What's gonna change?
marriage and love and stuff like that. I am.
So you had a problem then?
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying I am because you're not the same person that you are at 24, at 34. Like, you grow with life experience and
Translation,
like,
women get humbled when they get older.
No, it's not that. I have like kids, and like when I first was married, I was very young. I didn't know what marriage was, but I got married and I did it, you know, but like now I know. Now I know like what I could have done better, what he could have done better, what I want, what I would have said and all that stuff. So
You learn from your errors.
yeah, so now would I do it again? Yeah. Would I take my time? Yeah. So that's that.
So you said you have a child?
Two.
Do you think you're going to be able to get a higher status guy older with 2 children than you did before when you were younger at 24?
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
You,
No, and no,
where do you live?
no, the
Planet
reason
Earth?
why
you live on planet Earth?
no, the reason why is because I'm not worried about that. I'm about to put myself in a better predicament that I'm going to only attract higher men. So if I'm putting myself in a $1 million bracket, right? Just on me, on my businesses and everything that I'm doing for myself, I'm in rooms with other millionaires. We gonna get something shaking and something.
Let me ask you a
work.
question. Do you think you being a millionaire is going to attract a male millionaire? Do you think your money makes you sexier to men? It's a yes or no
I don't-
question. Yes or no?
Apparently, you know
No.
what men want. So tell
So
us.
if it doesn't make you sexier, then why would you put your effort and resources into that?
It's because it's not for them. It's for me.
Okay.
But you want a man though, right?
Want.
But shouldn't you know what that man
Keyword
wants?
is want, not need.
Exactly. Want. Would I love like to have that again? Of course. What I need is to provide for my kids.
Do you think you're going to be able to get a guy that's higher status and attractive by only wanting him? Can I say that with air quotes? Wanting?
No, eventually I do feel like when you find your significant other, you do become dependent on them. You do need them. And it's not needing them like, oh, okay, I just need you to go to the store and get something. Like, you emotionally bond, your soul bonds to each other. So you actually do need them in its weird way that only you guys will understand. It's not for everybody to understand.
So you're 29 now. You're only going to get older. You have 2 kids. You think you're going to be able to pull in a more attractive man than you already pulled when you were younger, more beautiful at 24 and didn't have kids?
Yes, because I feel like at 29, I'm prettier than I was at 24. I've gotten prettier. No, go ahead. You could go look at the pictures. I've gotten prettier as I've gotten
what matters?
older.
Is what matters what you feel is prettier or what men interpret as prettier?
No, I know, like from men, from like I've known I've gotten better with age. Like some people.
Why the fuck you lying?
This is
Stop fucking lying.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
female delusion at its finest,
You
ladies.
you could believe what you want to believe, and that's okay because you didn't know me at 24.
It's not even believe. I just know the
No.
stats. I know men overwhelmingly between 18 to 60 years old prefer women between 18 to 24 years old. Overwhelmingly, men prefer women in that age bracket.
Okay, and then those are not the men for me. Okay, like it's fine. It's fine.
What if I
Like,
told you the more status and money a man has, the more likely he's going to want a girl that's younger, more beautiful, etc., and doesn't have kids?
Okay, go ahead. You got that, and just like how I got married before, I could do it again.
Girl, just
there's
manifest
so
it, girl.
many other
Manifest
people
it,
in
girl.
this world
You got it, queen.
that there's another man out
Manifest it,
there.
girl.
Like, it's
Yes.
okay.
There you
It's
go,
okay.
Mom.
There's another man out there. I'm okay.
So you want a millionaire? Okay, you want a millionaire?
Be confident, queen. Let's go. You got that.
Manifest it.
We wish you the best.
At 30
Okay?
years old.
We wish you the best and Merry Christmas.
You're on a plane.
All right. What about you?
Take care of them kids.
I like how she represent.
Black Queen, powerful,
Black
man.
queen.
Yeah.
What kind of feather?
Sorry. All right, your turn. Go ahead.
Maybe like 25 to 27.
Okay.
Probably like 26 or 27.
You think you're going to be able to get a man by not listening to them and not letting a man
Yeah.
tell you what to do?
I will listen to a man who's dominant enough to make me feel that I should submit.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do human beings in general prefer something that's easy or hard?
Easy.
Okay. So if I find a woman that's as attractive as you, if not more, or maybe even a little bit less, but she's more cooperative with me, and I'm a masculine man, who do you think I'm going to go with?
The easy girl.
Well, the answer is I'm going to go with the woman that's more cooperative.
The more cooperative girl.
Okay. So do you not understand that like men that are super masculine want women that are super submissive, and if you're going to be conditionally submissive, then more than likely you're not going to get your guy?
Wait, explain that.
Okay. So you're conditionally submissive.
Like, I just feel like,
That's quite literally what you said a second ago.
yeah, like,
Okay.
but I just feel
How
like,
about this? I'm going to be conditionally a man. If someone breaks into the house, I might protect you if it's a Tuesday, but all the other days I'm off.
if he's consistently dominant, I'll be consistently submissive. I'm not the type to like challenge.
So you can pick and choose when you want to be a lady, but he can't.
I pick and choose the person, not with the time with the person. Does that make sense?
That's where your mistake is. He picks you.
What do you mean? Like, I'm just saying that, like,
Men pick who gets relationships. You pick who fucks. So what I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you is that that guy might not even give you a chance because of your behavior of not being cooperative from the first place.
so you're saying that women in general, we should just let.
Be a lady, yes.
I don't think.
At all times, be feminine.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just say that I can be feminine without listening to a man because not every man, I believe, his opinion has value to me. Not every man. Like, I don't understand how. I'm not saying that like sometimes I'm a bitch and sometimes I'm not. I'm usually typically always a sweetheart, but not all men are worthy of that. So if I'm talking to a man and he's consistently like dominant, doing all the things I want, I'm always going to be that nice sweetheart, from the jump. If he approaches me correctly from the jump,
So you weren't raised with manners to be polite to everybody?
I am polite to everyone. I just said that.
No, but you're saying that if the man's dominant only, we give him your submissive side.
He will get the more submissive side of me.
Okay, so you could be more submissive then than you are right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. She's conditionally submissive. You know what, man? I'm gonna wear a dress on Saturdays then and see how many girls I get. I'm conditionally masculine. What about you?
What was the question?
Yeah, got you.
Stupid. Well, I mean,
by what age do you want to be married?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be married again.
Thank God.
Oh, you were married again?
I've been married for 4 years and was 21.
Was it in Kazakhstan?
Been there, done that. No, it's actually been in
Here?
Jersey.
It was here?
Jersey.
Oh, she did for papers.
I wouldn't spend 4 years of my life for just papers.
I'm messing with
It
you.
would have only been 2. All right.
Thank you. I would have been. I honestly, I praise all the girls that do it.
You divorced him?
Please. Yes.
Why? What happened? What was the
He was
reason?
a freaking gamer. He was a nobody who didn't want anything. He didn't have any goals, any dreams, any drive. And I've
Damn.
always been.
Was he a professional gamer?
No. I
Oh.
wish.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be at least? Give me
Okay.
something.
So he could have been a gamer if he made money. Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
All
like
right.
do something for money, like like improve yourself.
So he was a bum.
Show me. Yeah, pretty much.
So you married a bum.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. We only dated for 2 months.
And then you married
And y'all got
him?
married?
Yeah.
What the hell?
For papers, man.
Yeah, for papers.
Allegedly, of course.
All right.
Allegedly.
Fair enough. All right.
Dick.
All right.
What about you? When do you want to get married by?
I'm 25 now. I want to get married by 28.
Oh.
All right. What about you?
Probably just late 20s.
Okay.
Wait, how old are you now?
23.
23? Okay, late 20s.
Before I wanted to get married at 25, but now maybe 27.
All
It's a
right.
good age. After you achieve something, you get to the point that you feel comfortable.
Do you think men care about your achievements?
No,
No.
not really. Not really.
So why are you prioritizing that then?
Because it's important to us.
Yeah. I don't want to get married and not be like
Why not pursue your achievements after you get married? You have time.
you can.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that it's better to prioritize finding a man when you're still young and beautiful and have the best chances of getting that guy versus chasing a career?
You can have a man and then get married. Like
What do you mean by that?
being in a relationship and then get married.
You don't pick who gets married though. He does.
Mm.
Yeah. You guys have to think. You guys think you have more power than you really do, bro.
I'm
No,
curious.
someone told
If
me-
you were in Venezuela right now, right? Would you be married right now?
Not really.
What would you be doing then?
I don't
She
know.
belongs to the streets.
I don't know.
Fantastic.
Not really.
You were trying to say something?
No, I think
It was me.
Someone-
Someone
oh.
told me that men hold the power to relationships and women hold the power to sex.
That was me a second ago.
Oh, someone told me that before you said
Okay.
it. And I just think that it's hard to like understand the dynamic. Men want sex, women want relationships, but like women get sex, still don't get relationship. Like I don't.
That's your fault.
Well, let me just say this.
That's our
It
fault.
wasn't.
It's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It wasn't hard for your grandparents, your grandmothers. They could get a man and keep him 20, 30 years.
My granny constantly talks about how much she got cheated on though, and how
Well,
unhappy
well,
she
well,
was.
She's smart.
There's not a man alive that's not gonna do that.
Facts.
It's not a man alive that you're gonna get, and there's not a man alive.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, yeah, for sure.
Oh, well,
Do you think you're equal to a man?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, why do you ask me that?
Well, I'm asking this because I want to ask you because the problem is that women understood their place back then. They understood that they were not equal to a man, and there were certain things that they just had to deal with to be with a man. But the problem is that with feminism, you guys think that you're equal to us, therefore you can do everything that we do, and the reality is you can't. Just like her saying, "Oh, if you cheat, I'm gonna cheat back." You can't though.
so
Yes, you can.
Well, here it is. The women
You ain't gonna fuck
before.
other niggas.
Listen. Your grandmothers, Neil. Even if granddad was a whoremonger, grandmother still wanted to be a classy lady.
Right.
Mhm, yeah.
She just because her man was a dog that slept with everybody, she didn't want to compete with that. Just
Right.
because he's a dog don't
You're
make
gonna
her a
be
dog.
like the others.
Right. I'm not saying to go and just do the same thing that he's doing. I'm saying
You literally said that a second ago.
Listen,
no, okay, yeah.
listen
Okay,
what I'm
look,
saying. No matter
I
what a
did
man-
say that,
no matter
but
what
I
a
didn't
man-
mean
no-
it like that. I
this is-
meant it like I'm gonna be a little more open when guys come on to me, I'm gonna be a little more entertaining them
Well,
as opposed to just
here's the
being a
thing.
loyal,
A
you know,
pretend hoe?
side.
Well, here's the
A
thing.
pretend hoe?
The
Right,
women,
yes,
the
a pretend hoe. I
the
don't mind
women
that.
before you
I'm a pretend
never
hoe.
not wanted to be a woman. No matter what her man does, she was still gonna maintain the qualities and the dignity of a woman.
Yeah.
Even if she got hurt, if she got cheated, she never wanted to stoop how low her guy was. Today's
Yeah.
women want to go as low as the guy.
Yep.
If the guy's a pervert, she wants to become perverted.
I say it's useless to even go and cheat on somebody that already cheated on you, because then you're entertaining the relationship where it's toxic.
Well, here's the thing.
So-
The women before you never wanted to get her lick back. Her grace
Right.
came from just being a woman, even if she never cheated.
Her revenge was breaking up.
Well, she never wanted revenge because most stayed. And her revenge was she kept loving him, and her love would shame him. When he got sick, she would still take care of him, and he would be miserable knowing he done all this wrong to this woman, and she's still wiping his ass. That's where the punishment came.
That is true.
But did she stay because
It wasn't
at
about
that
it wasn't
time,
about.
it
Listen.
wasn't-
She stayed because she took a vow to stay that says for better or for worse.
Yeah.
She took the vow before God. She
Yeah.
took the vow before her mother, her father, and all these people that was in the church. It wasn't about what he did. It was about her maintaining her
No, but
vows.
back then she was more or solely dependent on her husband.
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm saying like financially, like in the household.
Most women, because he broke her vows, she still maintained hers. It wasn't about that he was still taking care, because most men came home and gave the woman all the money.
Yeah.
He kept enough to drink and cheat with, and gave her all the money so she could pay the bills.
Facts.
Most men in that time didn't pay bills. He gave her the money and she paid the bills. She went grocery shopping.
But it's not
wasn't-
her
but this
money.
what-
That's what I'm saying.
But this what it was about. I took a vow before God, and this vow is a covenant. I'm not breaking this covenant because my husband cheated. She wanted to maintain her dignity even though her husband didn't. She wanted to maintain her vows. Her pride came in saying, I never broke my vows. He did.
Tell him, OG, tell him.
Today's women want to get even.
Preach.
The women before you didn't want to get even. She got even by not doing wrong to you. And in the process, you felt horrible as a man.
Facts.
You stopped cheating. You stopped lying. You start confessing your wrongs to this woman because you saw her do no wrong. That's how you beat the man. That's how you beat him. You can't beat him. You can't beat him getting even with him. You'll lose because nobody shames a man for being a whore, but they'll shame you.
Shout out to all my grandparents.
So it's man, the woman power is her ability to forgive. That's always been her power. She forgives you when she know you lying. You feel horrible lying to you, but she's acting like she believe your lie, and she know you lying. That's how you get him.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that the women got a lot smarter over the years, and that they're not staying with the man and only sitting at home with their children, only relying on the guy's perspective and on the guy's money.
They didn't get smarter because today's women have less.
Thank you.
How do they have less?
Actually, today's women are like very close to, like, the gap is really small between, like, financially at least, women
But they
to
don't have any
men.
companionship.
Yeah, you're progressive, but you're not actually having families.
But you don't have families, you don't have companionship.
But that's the progressive part. Like how he said, there's sacrifices.
But what do women?
I'm gonna have to
But hold
sacrifice
on,
a family
you're
to have a
progressive to what
career.
extent? What do women actually want? Family.
But listen,
Right, but also like
a woman values comes from her family, not a
Thank you.
job.
Thank you.
But they want
Okay,
the
but-
loyalty, though. They don't want to be
No woman has ever had loyalty
mistreated.
throughout
They don't want to
history.
be disrespected
That's-
anymore. They figured it out. They figured out the
what-
fact that guys can just go out.
If I lie to you because I'm cheating on you, that's not disrespecting you.
Really?
Disrespecting you is telling you I'm doing it and not hiding it. If I lie
I think
to
that's
you,
actually really respectful. If you tell me, hey, babe, I messed up last night, I was drunk, and I got,
That's a
on
man
the
who
floor
don't-
with
that-
somebody else,
that's a man who
I'm
don't
like,
respect you.
thank you for talking to me about this. I'm really upset,
No,
but we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen.
You know
how-
I'm
how
gonna
many-
be upset.
How
you know,
many children go
I'm
home and say,
valid in my
"Mom,
feelings."
hey, mom, listen, I had unprotected sex last night. I got high and I got drunk." So if you can't do that to your parents, what makes you think your spouse can come and tell you the truth?
See, but that's the thing. I can do that to my parents.
I can't.
I've done it to my parents
I can't.
before, and they've been open and honest and been like, I'm really upset at you. I didn't raise you like that, but thank you for coming to me, so we can talk about it. Tell you how you learn from your mistakes. Tell you how to do better and give you better solutions. Give you better solutions.
Our grandmothers never asked our grandfathers where they was going. Today's women want to know.
Yeah.
Where you going, nigga?
Communication is
wanted
key.
to know. They just didn't have the say to.
Well, let me just say this: the women before
True,
you,
that is true.
the women before you was more focused on being women and taking care of the things that women did. They didn't worry about what men did when they wasn't around them. Today's women want to know, what does a man do when they're not with them? Where you going? Who you with?
True.
The women before you didn't ask those questions.
They didn't have to say.
They was more taken. They was more well taken care of.
Yeah.
More men died and left a home to those women. More women had their families more secured than today's women.
Yeah, but I would
But
say
of course,
they don't tolerate
if you're able
bullshit
to do
anymore.
whatever you want.
Right.
listen,
It's
y'all-
a very
but-
fast-paced society that we
think
live
about
in
this.
today. So
Y'all are
there's
still tolerating the same bullshit though. You still
I think
most of
women
you
are
most of you
tolerating
have
less.
been with a man who's cheated on you,
Okay.
right?
No,
Yeah.
Never.
absolutely not.
You might not know about it, but he probably did it already.
So why aren't y'all in relationships then? If y'all hadn't been with a man who's cheated on
And still
y'all.
single.
And still single.
Yeah.
Why aren't y'all married like now? Why
Yeah.
aren't y'all taken care of if y'all hadn't been with men that cheated on you guys?
Ooh.
I'm just trying to
Because
find the
cheating's
right
not the
one.
only thing that makes you not want to be in a relationship.
Mhm.
That is true.
So
Very
why
true.
aren't you
That's
guys
very
and
true.
why aren't you guys in successful or great relationships then? What
Because
was
it's
the
not
problem?
it's not only our problem. It's not women aren't only the problem, because relationship is about two people. Two people
Yeah.
have to be working
So
on
you
a
guys, so
relationship.
you guys saying that women have gotten smarter. I'm trying to say the women before you went through the same exact things that you guys are going through.
But they weren't successful in
had
relationships, is what I'm
more
trying to say. They would just
going
shut
on.
their mouth and
Maybe
hold
they
on to
were
their
successful
families
in a
because
family
they didn't have a
sense.
job, they didn't have a
Yeah.
career, they didn't have anywhere to go. And God forbid they didn't have
Exactly.
families to go back to with their children. They were stuck with that same man
Oh, so
who were
it's smart.
cheating on them.
That's smart.
So
They have families, though.
hold on. So
Women
you
stick
guys,
with a-
so hold on.
with a
You guys
man.
are in y'all 20s. So you mean to tell me the 1990s women kept their mouth shut?
No.
The 1980s
They
women?
didn't, but they probably put up with more because
They
they
put up with a
couldn't
lot
do
more,
it
yeah.
on their own.
They
That's
could, hold on.
I mean,
woman
but
might
that's
stay with a
not
man.
even far of a difference of a like.
hold on,
time.
hear me out.
Sorry.
The women who couldn't do it on their own was in the 60s. The women in the 80s had food stamps, welfare, Section 8, and child support.
That is true.
So the women I'm referencing don't need a man. They've been doing it on their own since the 90s.
Yeah.
But they still had men who cheated on them. Most women have been taking care of men since the 80s and the 90s. You guys are talking about grandmama and them from the 60s who needed a man. We talking about the women from the 90s. My mother was born 60, never had a man in the household.
Wow.
I was born in the 70s, so I watched a whole group of women never needed a man.
Right.
But most women today are dying single with no male companionship.
Cats and dogs.
Yeah, but
How are they better off than the women who had husbands who helped them raise the families?
yeah, but with the
Emotional
with
stability.
right with the women that did die single, what else did they have in their repertoire? They had probably a career or a place to stay. Like how you said, they were supporting themselves. They probably had kids of their own if they've probably never been married.
Here's
but
the cold
been
hard
pregnant.
biological reality.
All
Go
of
ahead.
them have dealt with the same kind of men that the women of the 40s and the 50s. Men haven't changed. So I'm listening to you guys saying, well, we've gotten smarter. And I'm saying, well, when you look at the results, how have y'all gotten smarter when most of y'all don't have men?
Bam.
And y'all are still dealing with the same type of men that your grandmothers dealt with.
I mean,
men
but
who
that
lie
doesn't-
and cheat.
It's not about you
But
have a
that
man who
doesn't-
lies and cheat.
Right. That
Well,
doesn't gauge our intelligence.
Okay,
though.
here's the problem,
Like, you know
ladies.
what I mean?
Here's the thing. we got to understand a cold, hard biological fact. Men are more interested in things. Women are more interested in people. One of the biggest contributors to a woman's overall fulfillment and happiness is children and a family. There's a reason why when two men meet, they shake hands and say, what do you do for a career? When two women meet, they hug each other and say, do you have a children? Are you married? Because women base their value on their social circle, who's around them, aka a family. Men base their value on their career and what they're able to achieve. So you can say, I have a career, I make my own money. That's fantastic when you're in your 20s and you're still attractive and you got a bunch of guys coming after you. But when you hit your 30s, get a little bit older, those same yacht invites aren't coming to the same level, or the same amount of DMs are not to the same level. The caliber of men that you're dealing with aren't as high as they used to be when you're in your 20s. That's when the walls are going to start to close and you're going to realize, damn, I don't have as many options as I thought. And here's the thing. 1 in 4 women now is on antidepressant medication. Female anxiety and antidepressant medication has gone up. Prescriptions has gone up since the 1970s. Women have reported lower levels of overall happiness since the 1970s as they've become more empowered and more free. Explain that to me. Feminism is a lie. It tells you, go chase a career, go make money, get your bag. You're going to find that man just by making a lot of money, becoming successful. It's a lie. Women derive pleasure from children and a family mostly. And they proved this. They did a study in Ireland, actually, where they took women that were in the workforce, and when COVID happened, they went back home and worked from home. Then when it was time for them to go back to the workforce, most of the women elected to stay home and take care of their loved ones versus entering the workforce. So what I would say is this. Most women, if given the choice, would prefer to have a man, children, work from home, and or do some type of job that's elective, not mandatory, and have a family. A lot of girls sit there and cope and say, oh, feminism, I want a career, etc. You know damn well that's not going to give you satisfaction to the same level. A man derives satisfaction from going out and conquering the world. A woman derives satisfaction from having a family and children. And the problem is that you guys only have a finite amount of time to do it. By the time you're in your 30s, it's kind of too late already.
And see, that's what happened with the women before. They didn't put a lot of interest in what a man did away from them. It was about the family.
Mm-hmm.
He could be a horrible husband, a piece of shit. Man, her value came from her family. They know a man gonna be a man. And I think that's what this generation don't understand, that a man is gonna be a man. All men cheat. Not that they out looking to cheat, but all men cheat.
And you know the scary part? Your career, your job, you can get fired. At least your man is probably going to be there for most of the time. So.
And I know you were saying before that, like, you know, the relationship issues. I would say women are the ones that are destroying relationships, etc. Women initiate 80% of the divorces. Women initiate most of the breakups. Men rarely leave relationships.
Because they're comfortable. They're so comfortable. Men are creatures of habit.
Okay.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
How is it good for me?
They ain't leaving.
Yeah,
they staying with you.
Yeah.
Okay, and never mind that they're going out
so
cheating.
who's really destroying the relationships? It's the women, not the men.
Because how they feel.
Well, you can't
How can you
speak
call
for
a
all of
relationship
that,
when it's
you know?
already broken?
How's it broken?
Because the guy's like doesn't even want you fully when
He
he's
does want you fully.
He's
committed to you.
Yo, he's paying the bills. You fed?
True.
Come on now. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. What if I told you you can't date any rich guys, you can't date any guys that are taller than you that are charming? What would you say to me? Fuck you, right? Like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
What are you leading to?
What I'm saying is that just like it's in your nature to want a man who's better than you in every regard so you can get security from him, it's in a man's nature to want to have sex with a bunch of
Not
girls.
the same thing.
It's absolutely the same thing.
Yeah, you should say a guy wants a beautiful woman with big tits and big ass.
No, he wants multiple of them. That's where you're wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. See how what I told you what men want, you immediately demonized it, but when I told you what you want,
Because you're
made it
comparing
moral?
completely two different things.
But
I kind of understand
because there's men and women are different. We have different equivalencies. So me wanting a multitude of women is the same as you wanting a millionaire. It's the same thing.
So who's going to care about my well-being? Who's going to care about
He's
my
taking care of you. You're getting
wishes?
the security. The other girls are getting dick.
He is. Listen, this is how
Like
this is how he taking care of your well-being. He making sure you don't find out about none of them women he's sleeping with.
Boom.
Because I want a man who is only attracted to me.
That's not how the world works. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Feminism has indoctrinated you guys to live in delusion. The world does not work that way. Men, since the beginning of time, have always wanted multiple women. If you look at any powerful man, any successful man, any rich man, they've always had concubines, whores, hookers, whatever it is. Men always want other women. So what I'm saying is this. You get a successful guy, he's going to want other girls. Because the reality is, women are not that special. You guys all have vaginas. You all have tits. We just want different sets of them.
Misogyny.
Like, bro, like we're different. We are very different. You want security from one man. I want a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Men want quantity. Women want quality. We're opposites. See, this is what I mean when I tell you guys this, and you look at me like I'm speaking Chinese. But I can tell you guys exactly what women want. But when I tell you what men want, it's like, what do you mean?
Because I guess it's
So
like
It's like they don't even want a relationship. Like, why
do.
even try?
No,
Commit?
they want one relationship, and then they want to have other sexual relationships with other girls.
Yeah.
So is that option open for the women? Not saying that I would indulge in that, but
Then
I'm
why
saying,
even bring it up?
Nah, nigga, stay home.
I'm saying, like, okay, if
it's not in your nature to be a hoe.
it's not in my nature, yes.
So then
but
stop arguing for it.
Yeah, why you arguing?
I'm telling you, it's in a
just
man's.
like, what
it's
hard
like-
life are you going
it's in
through
a man's
that you
nature.
need to go and cheat?
Because hold
everywhere?
on,
Like,
whoa. Men have to bust their ass to even be able to have the ability to cheat. The thing is this: you get your value up front, so you don't know what it takes to be attractive to the opposite gender. You have zero concept. But men have to build themselves up. They have to go to the gym, make money,
women
learn
don't have to
game,
pursue sex.
character, etc.
I feel like poor men can't cheat or shouldn't cheat. And this is the thing. It is a rich man sport. Like, it truly is.
You're right about
because,
that.
like, okay,
Listen.
I'm telling you,
want you guys. I
if
want you
a
ladies to
rich
understand
man
something.
cheats, he will most likely be buying her the diamonds, be taking care of her, doing all that. She gonna turn that
But
blind eye.
nobody gets more pussy than a broke nigga.
Yeah, broke niggas cheat too, though.
Broke niggas get more pussy than anybody.
I just feel like if you just
I can tell you that
doing the
firsthand.
bare minimum, or if she's doing the equal amount as you, sir, just keep it in your pants and like y'all
It's not-
just be cool like
man,
that, you know.
I wish if you guys could take nothing else. We're not. I ain't in here trying to bash. I got my daughter. I got my 14-year-old daughter over here listening to us.
Hopefully not.
I hope she listens.
All right, you're right.
Man, it's not about why won't he keep it in his pants. He can't. He can't.
So what I've learned today is men all
That's so
cheat no matter
Man,
what.
listen to me, ladies, and
So
I'm
you saying the passive is cheating?
man, listen to me. Whatever God is, He designed us to be like. I don't care. Your father would tell you this. Your uncle, your grandfather, your brother, your all male friends would tell you. There's not a man on earth that will not cheat on you. You're not gonna find one man on earth who will not cheat on you.
If you get a chance, he will.
No, I'm not saying that a man, if he doesn't get
She's
a
saying he
chance,
has to have money.
No,
like,
listen.
It is.
It's in his nature to
It is
want
in your
to.
nature to want to. I'm saying that he could have the notion to not act on it because, just like how you said earlier, he's not gonna lose what he has.
Okay,
at home.
That's not common, though. That's not common, though.
It's not.
This,
but there's.
this is where
so why
it's
hope for it?
possible.
This is where your religious
It's not
beliefs come
common.
in.
So why hope for it?
Because I had it.
This is
And see how that worked out.
Oh,
No, I mean,
still
hey,
ended.
but it still ended, but it ended for its other reasons, and it ended because of cheating.
Man.
I
All
think
right.
for
Charleston, you
me,
got some?
for me,
Oh, well, this is
You got some?
why you think niggas watch porn
Facts.
and he ain't watching his girl? Why you think a nigga don't make porn with his girl and watch porn with his girl?
Girls watch porn.
Yeah.
No, you're missing the point.
You watch porn?
Listen.
Do you watch porn?
You
Yeah,
got,
and I've done it with a boyfriend too.
but
How often? Every week? Or once a
Not
month?
every week.
so do you think he
but-
watches porn without you?
Sure.
Yeah.
So
perfectly
it's in
normal.
his nature. You say it's perfectly normal.
I'm for a girl too.
It's not normal.
Most women don't watch porn, bro.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
normal
No,
for
it's
women
not.
to
No,
watch.
it's
Girls
not.
watch porn.
No, it's not. It's
Girls
not
watch
normal.
porn.
Girls diddle their fiddle, bro. They do. I promise you. I promise
Also,
you.
sexual creep.
Here's the
like I
thing.
said.
You guys want to know how ridiculous you sound? Okay, you know what? Let's say women watch porn. Let's say we base the economy on, only women can watch porn, men can't watch porn. You know what would happen overnight?
Crash.
The porn industry would fucking crash because most women don't watch pornography like that.
Because porn isn't geared toward a woman. Most
Yeah,
women
that
who
is
get
true.
porn is
Y'all
getting
read
cum
romance
shot in her
novels.
face. Man, porn is one of the most degrading sexual acts that a woman have to go through. It's not for her satisfaction. She's gagging, she's being humiliated during porn. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
That's not for women. The porn industry is for guys.
Yeah.
You guys would get along with men a lot more if you understood the nature of men.
Exactly.
You guys are looking at actions and saying Well, that's not his nature. And we're saying his nature supersedes his actions. That's why when he gets away from you, he's turned on. He can have sex with you and not be sexually driven anymore in this environment with you. Go across the street to another woman's house and be immediately turned on. And you've already sexually satisfied him.
Facts.
Just that simple. A woman can't do that. She have to have a whore nature to even compete with a man's sexual drive.
Yep.
A woman have to be perverted
Mm-hmm.
to have the same nature sexually as a man.
Too many bodies.
I would say
Okay, so how?
men get turned on like a light switch, just on and off. Women get turned on like a volume knob. You got to slowly turn it on.
Okay.
We're very different. So
Yeah. A
Then
man,
how
a man,
can you compromise those values?
well, it's not values, it's nature.
Well, compromise the nature.
Because
you
that's
don't
why,
compromise yours. You still want a man that's taller
No,
than
but
you.
I would though. If
No, you
if
won't.
No, you won't, bro.
Yeah.
well, listen, this
I
why-
mean, if you
this
are a
why-
horn dog and I'm in love with you, bro,
You are love.
what you want me to do? Like, come on, bro. Like, I want commitment,
well, that's how a lot of
and
women
whatever he wants, I could provide.
that-
You feel what I'm
that's
saying?
how a lot of women
How would you compromise
well,
that?
that's how a lot of women get strung out on
Contradiction, Mark.
drugs just to be on drugs with the guy. I don't want if I'm sexually driven, I don't want my woman meet my nature. Most men are gonna go sneak off somewhere and jack off because he don't want you to meet that nature.
Yeah.
He's gonna be watching porn somewhere, jacking off in the bathroom. Most guys don't want their women to be a freak. They don't want their woman to be a porn star. He gonna be turned off by that shit.
Yeah.
He want a stranger to be that, not his woman.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, how can we
You
compromise?
can't, mama. When I tell all women, you focus
There
on
should be a
listen.
way.
You focus on trying to be a better woman. I don't need you to compete with me sexually. I need you to know how to get me healed when I'm sick. I need you to know how to pray for me when I'm down. I need you to know how to speak life into me when I'm feeling hopeless.
Preach.
I need for you to encourage me when the job making me. I don't need you to be this that you think I need you to be.
Yes, Lord.
That's why he was saying you got it, man. It's difficult talking to you guys because y'all are so young
Yeah.
And single.
You.
and
It-
single.
You just can't
It's
justify.
not
apparent,
married.
right? It's apparent that most of you guys in here want a man, but you don't want to do it. What it has to take to actually get a man, which means, for example, you want a guy that's going to be for you, but that guy has other needs as well, and you can't meet those needs. Understandably, you're upset, but like, is it his nature? Like, that's who he really is deep down.
I
Right.
want you. I used to tell my woman this, man. Don't worry about what a man doing when he's not with you. Stop worrying about what I'm doing away from the house. You focus on being a better woman. If you think I'm doing this, you focus on making you a better woman. Stop worrying about what I'm doing away from you, because a man is gonna be a man and I'm gonna be a man. I need you to be a woman. And women don't worry about what men doing. Not the women, but those are girls. Women don't worry about what a man is doing, because guess what she know? A man gonna be a man. And all men cheat. If I'm not bringing nothing back to this doorstep, don't worry about if I'm cheating. If I hadn't brought no STD to you, ain't no woman calling the house, don't worry about if I came home a little later than what I normally call. A man is gonna be a man. And if you focus on being a better woman to whatever man you're with, I promise you, your actions will supersede his, because every good man is gonna change for his good woman. At some point, every man is gonna submit, and this woman is gonna conquer his nature at some point in his life.
All right, so I'll hit the chats real quick.